in Nigeria, the Federal Ministry of Education has put in place another solid foundation to ensure the attainment of sustainable development goals in the country's education sector. This was the response of the Education Minister, Adamu, during an oversight by the House of Representatives Committee on Basic Education. National Assembly correspondent Abdullahi Aminu reports.
The Federal Ministry of Education was the first port of call by the committee members on the utilization of 2019 appropriation and focus of the basic education in the 2020 budget. Education Minister Adamu advocated legislative support for the government's drive to revive the sector, enforcement of the law on the children's right to education, and provision of quality teacher training mechanism.
There is necessity for us to declare emergency in basic education in this country. And it has to be done either at the National Economic Council or at least in the National Council of States, so that it becomes binding on governors.
It was very clear that the priorities that the committee had set for itself were exactly the same that the ministry had set. So we had a very smooth and flawless engagement.
At the National Commission for Mass Literacy, Adult and Non-Formal Education, the members asked for financial report on the balance of personnel cost in the 2019 appropriation and commended the upgrading project of the National Institute for Mass Literacy in Kano State. The Director, National Mathematical Center, Professor Stephen Onu, seeks the review of the Act establishing the center in line with contemporary standards and addresses the exclusion of the center from the Third Fund Intervention Program. The member Educational Research Center, Professor Ismail Junai, of the primary and secondary education curriculum with a view to provide qualitative education in the country. In Abuja, Abdullahi Aminu, NTA News.
Sports update is next with Tamara Ebiwe.
Nigeria is leaving no stone unturned in its quest to prepare adequately for the 2020 Tokyo Olympic Games, both in competitive and administrative aspects. Sports Minister Sunday Dare on Friday met with Ambassador of Japan to Nigeria, Kikuta Yutaka, where it was agreed that Kizarazu City in Japan will host Team Nigeria during the Games. In golf, the 2020 Ladies Open Golf Championships got underway Friday at the IBB International Golf and Country Club, Abuja. 150 golfers drawn from states across the Federation, Uganda, Mali and Ghana are participating in the three-day competition, which is expected to end on Sunday. Minister of Women Affairs and Social Development, Pauline Tallen, who teed off the event, charged them to compete without rancor.
Our team are doing very well, and I'm very hopeful that this time we will make it.
We were privileged to have the opportunity to host most of the countries that take part of our tournament.
In archery, the Nigeria Archery Federation has concluded a 5-day national training workshop for beginners and capacity building for intermediate archers at the Mogadishu Barracks in Abuja. 120 participants drawn from the armed forces and defense headquarters were taught modern techniques of the sport, as certificates were presented to outstanding archers.
If we keep up the training, then Nigeria will be the central podium of major international tournaments.
To football now, Southampton and Burnley clash in the English Premier League this Saturday in a Week 26 encounter at the St. Mary's Stadium. With sports updates, Tamara Ebiwe, NTA News.
And that ends Nationwide. Thank you for watching. I am Lydia Ojije Ochi. Have a pleasant evening. Goodbye.